Black Zeus, you know what I'm saying? BBG. Squad for life, you know what I'm saying? Get with it later. Real nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
I'm killing shit, I might just catch a homie. $1 million scheme, come run it by me. I hit the gym and doubled up my body. I'm trapping weight, I might just hurt somebody. I'm killing shit, I might just catch a homie. $1 million scheme, come run it by me. I hit the gym and doubled up my body. I'm trapping weight, I might just hurt somebody. Now I'm trapping weight, that bank account is getting big. Bodybuilder clear, BBG be getting rich. Gang shit, moving pounds, slang shit. Tryna double dollars, gotta cop a range quick. Used to be broke, couldn't cope, I changed quick. Thin waist, pretty face, my makeup, my main bitch. They one been an icon, sorry that I've been gone. Hiatus for my haters, where BBG what we own. Never could they knock me off, my hustle game is too strong. Take your swag back, look like you got the shit on Groupon. Stupid with the flow, think I'm going too dumb. Attire looking fire, baby, leaders ain't too dumb. Lane switch, moving pounds, gang shit. Gated community, but you talking, you bang shit. That's lame shit, we double that change quick. All gas on my haters that hog in the lane shit. I'm killing shit, I might just catch a homie. $1 million scheme, come run it by me. I hit the gym and doubled up my body. I'm trapping weight, I might just hurt somebody. I'm killing shit, I might just catch a homie. $1 million scheme, come run it by me. I hit the gym and doubled up my body. I'm trapping weight, I might just hurt somebody. Might catch a body, making money, can't take it from me. Don't need nobody, name got weight and these niggas know me. They on that front shit, we on that money grip. I just improved, I'm confused, why you hating, bitch? Chip off the shoulder, talking cheese, I get guacamole. Prime time, TV time, act like you know me. Hustle pounds too, stay true, hater proof. They taking shots, I'm never with the vest, I'm murder proof. Rock bottom, bitch, I made it out. Fuck the fame and you can keep the clout. McKinney, Texas, reppin' for the South. These niggas won't be for me like I'm an in and out. I'm deep diving in tens, they struggling with sixes. I still fuck with women, did it on television. You can't get them in private, so please quit with the dissing. Now my haters looking washed, I'm through with the dishes. I'm killing shit, I might just catch a homie. $1 million scheme, come run it by me. I hit the gym and doubled up my body. I'm trapping weight, I might just hurt somebody. I'm killing shit, I might just catch a homie. $1 million scheme, come run it by me. I hit the gym and doubled up my body. I'm trapping weight, I might just hurt somebody.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the realm. It's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA back at it again with another Halloween the Game stream. God, we can't wait to say that, right? We can't wait to say that. Chat, hold up. My camera needs a deactivation real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, I have ditched the capture card. We're back on PC screen capture, and as you can see, it's not as big as it was. Let me stretch you out real quick. Pause. Yo, pause. Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the realm. It's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA. Once again, thank you guys so much for being here. Today is the day that we have all been waiting for, the ever sought after developer stream pre-Halloween the Game launch. Ilphonic is going live here very shortly. I don't even have it pulled up yet, chat. I'm tripping. My ass just got home from work. We ate some grub. Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go. Okay? Let's take a look here. Ilphonic. You know I want to go on YouTube because it's going to be in like fucking big time, but are they even scheduled live, chat? Look at this, chat. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit. They haven't streamed on YouTube in a year. So I wonder if it's going to be on the Halloween the game. TVG? You think? Yo, shout out to Slash and Cast already live as well. Are they going to be on? I know they're going to be on Elphonic's Twitch, but they're not on. They don't ever stream on Elphonic's YouTube. So we'll go to the Twitch. It's going to be stuck in 1080p, but whatever, dude. I ditched the capture card, chat. We know that we think that we have solved the lag issue. Capture card has been lagging anytime that I pull up clips. You know what I mean? And so we're just hoping that this is the goods, okay? Let's go to Halloween, the game category. I know that it's going to be us. We got Slash. Where the fuck is Ilphonic, chat? Where are you? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. They're still offline. Okay, so we're good. We're good. All right. We'll everybody, I need your help. Start refreshing. Let me know when they go live. All right. I should probably put always. Right? Always is every Ilphonic. Is that every Ilphonic or is personalized? What is the difference here? Yo, I have a free Prime sub. You see what I'm saying, chat? Anytime I tell y'all to use your Prime sub, look. Yo, I gotta use it. Should I just burn it on Ilphonic today? That way they'll answer my questions? I don't know, chat. I don't know. Anyways, what's up, y'all? Live here on Twitch and YouTube, as always, doing a quick little mid-week stream. Your boy doesn't stream during the week because I'm so damn tired, chat. But I think the adrenaline pumping through my body today and it being a shorter work day by a couple of hours since I got off a little bit early to get here in time, my body is not as exhausted as I normally am today. Fuck yeah. Okay, we got everybody in the building, man. Once again, real quick, let me do the intro. Live on Twitch and YouTube. If you haven't followed the YouTube channel, make sure to do so. If you haven't followed the Twitch channel, make sure to do so. Also, if you have a Amazon Prime account, okay, you get a free Twitch Prime sub every month to use on any streamer that you want. Doesn't have to be me. Don't let it go to waste. It gives you ad-free viewing, access to emotes, badges, and more. Okay? Lock the fuck in. What's up? Shout out, everybody. Shout out. Firebird, Who Dis, Winkle, Hwanka, Sunkiss, Firebird, Slapnuts, TKK, Il Christ to Full Manito. Yo, that name is crazy. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's lock in, man. Let me know when they go live. Maybe we just sit and refresh. You think it's going to be a 10-minute? Because it's 10 minutes away. They'll probably start 10 minutes, right? Wait, let me go check the tweet, chat. Let me go check the tweet. Did they have a specific link? Did they have a specific link? It's just twitch.tv/Elphonic. So they won't be live on YouTube. I'm almost certain. But let's make sure. We'll get Elphonic's YouTube page pulled up as well. How is Dead Island 2? Chat, I had fun with Dead Island 2. I am just so bad at games like that because I get so sidetracked where I just have to loot everything and literally like hit every corner. I tried to do one quest for like an hour yesterday and I got put on like 10 different side quests because I'm a psychopath. You know what I'm saying? Psychopath. Josephina in the building as well. Chat, I just had the craziest thing pop up on Discord. Okay, let me close Discord down and see if it pops up again. I'm not joking, y'all. This is nuts. Ah, shit. It's doing that thing where it won't pop up Discord. How do you launch Discord? End task. Fuck out of here. Okay. Open task. All right. So right now, Discord is partnering with Marvel Rivals. And if you get, God, there's got to be a way. Look at this. Right now, you can use, as long as you have Nitro, you can purchase in-game Marvel Rival items in the shop with your fucking orbs that you have been banking. Dude, I have 31,000 orbs. This skin bundle is 28 bucks. And it's 22,000 orbs. I can get this bundle if I wanted to. I don't have Nitro, but I have a theory. I also have a theory. If you go to the shop and click Orbs Exclusive, you can buy a 1-day Nitro credit that gives you Nitro for a day, then go to the rival shop and unlock your items for free. This is a banger. If that works, I'll let you guys know. But I already have most of this shit, unfortunately. This is a decent one, though, because it's a new Iron Samurai. But they don't have all the skins. They just have select items. Unfortunately, I already have Black Widow, and I already have like half this. Rogue, already have a Lego for her. I might have to do the Jubilee, bro. I'm not lying. Anyways, okay, let's go. Let's not get sidetracked here. Are they live? They are still offline, chat. I repeat, still offline. Okay. Well, it's a stream, right? What stream would it be without a little Wordle? What stream would it be without a little Wordle? And also, what stream would it be without a little bit of this? Come on, man. Three Holy shit. Stand. Chat. 2-tap. Damn it. Oh, the A. I'm so dumb. The A was already there. Yo, I'm trash. Yo, Lucia, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the realm. I appreciate that. So ST blank A. OA. Stoke. That's not how you spell Stoke. Stope. Stome. Stobe. Chat, it's not an A. Or it's not an Stya. Slat. Steep. Steam. Ah! Ah! Steel. Or steak. You fucking bastard. Steak, Steph, Steeg, Steep, Steez. Lock it in. Lock it in. First time chatter, glad to be here. I appreciate that, man, for real. Let's go, dude. We're so amped. We're so amped. We're so amped. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Chat, are they really going right at 3 and not doing a countdown? That's kind of crazy, to be honest. Yo, isn't steak just awesome, dude? Delicious. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you already know what fucking time it is. Hey, yo, check it. Bitch, like a mirror, I reflect it. I be spitting flows, you best not disrespect it. Neglect it. Who the fuck you think? Rapping on this badass cut with this fucked up beat. You know it's me, bitch. You're so beneath my feet. WEEZYFMAMBA repping the motherfucking street. I'ma put you to the test. I'ma aim at your chest. Put 2 through your vest. Haha. You fucking with the best. Fucking with some hard ass gangsters from the west. Yeah, I'm as fast as Sonic. We be watching the dead stream with Gun and Illphonic. Listen, I don't know, chat. I don't know. What? Y'all ready? What up, Kung Fu? Let's get it done, big dog. With Gun and Illphonic. Did I have a little lag there? Did I see a little fucking lag there? I'm gonna be so mad, chat. I'm gonna be so mad. So mad. We're gonna tell the internet to get out. What up, 207 in the building as well, ladies and gentlemen, locking in on the Halloween the Game stream. Guys, I cannot wait until we are going to do this. Holy shit. That said, chat, 526 viewers. We got Angry Pug in the building, chat. Angry Pug in the building. 3 minutes. Yo, 207 with the 10 jewels. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. We got ourselves our big people now. Let's eat. They teased us with 40-second Crystal Lake trailer. What'd you thinking? I think it looks fantastic. My wife said it looked whack. My wife is not the biggest horror fan. She's not a horror fan really at all, except for a few. But the big thing was the 8 episodes. Chat, all 8 episodes of Crystal Lake are dropping October 15th. No weekly waiting. This is going to be a full-blown, day-long binge for me. Don't forget about it. Okay? October 15th is a fucking Thursday. I have to work Thursdays, so I'm probably going to get up that morning or that afternoon when I get home, because I gotta watch it with Mrs. Mamba, chat. I gotta watch it with Mrs. Mamba. So no spoilers, because we're gonna end up probably banging them out 2 at a time in these 3 to 4 days. My only issue is if they're half-hour episodes, banging it out. If they are hour-long or 50-minute long episodes, then, you know what I mean, it makes it a little bit harder. All 8 dropping. I thought they were going to do it weekly. Nope. All 8 dropping at once. Yes. Once again, live on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you guys for all being here on a random Tuesday afternoon. Much appreciated. If you haven't followed the Twitch channel yet, make sure to do so. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, what the fuck are you doing? Okay? You gotta subscribe. You're about to get the best meta builds in Halloween the Game. And of course, don't forget, we're almost at 10,000 YouTube subs, dude. We gotta hit our fucking milestone. All right? Call it an early birthday present. My birthday is 3 weeks from today. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Pop off. Ilphonic, where you at? It's 3 p.m. It is a fit. Oh, get in there. Starting soon. Oh, please don't lag. Everybody fingers crossed. Remember what happened when I blew up the picture last time?
Let's get this party started with a banger.
Yo, Fiber with a $5 super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, brother. Yo, looking good so far, chat? Yo, listen to that. Yo, this is... Who's gonna pop out the bush? Is it gonna be fucking Mitch McConnell? Oh!
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Lex Carter with the $5 super chat as well, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Let's go!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, listen. It is so quiet. Do you fucking see this, chat? This is a new scene. Slowly just... Yo, I don't give a fuck. We're getting demonetized today, chat. Facts. We're gonna listen to the Carpenter score all day. Ike Taylor, my fellow Americans. It's the station wagon, chat. Shut up. Shut up. Everyone getting demonetized. Facts. Chat, is Mikey inside? I think the capture card was the problem because it looks good. Yo.
Show me them boots, baby! Show
What up,
me
Haki?
them motherfucking boots!
Oh, shit. Yo, this reminds me of the opening scene of Space Jam when Michael's cooking on the free throw line. It's not Michael Myers, chat, it's Michael Jordan! Oh my God! Yo, there's a pumpkin! There is sound playing right now. I'm not joking, y'all. Can you hear that shit? It's just wind. Yeah, it's just wind playing right now. Hopefully this is not like the DVD 13-hour stream. Oh, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. They're all starting soon. Yo, that would be... Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
There's so much evil inside him.
Okay, back inside, everyone.
Let's go, Myers. Fueled by his rage, I shudder to think what he might be capable of.
Since when do they let them wander around?
I knew what would come next.
Loomis! We've already seen this.
Every soul unfortunate enough to cross Michael's path would suffer. No one knew of the evil that was walking among them. Unreasoning, relentless, evil. But sometimes I think the truth was something much more terrible. I wonder if perhaps Michael is able to actually move through shadows.
Let's go! Where's Miles at? There he is.
What is going on, everybody?
Hey!
Welcome to the first
He is
pre-launch
high as
stream
fuck!
for Halloween the Game.
That man
My
smoked
name is Miles Dompierre. I'm the
so
social
many
media manager
J's,
over here
dude.
at Ilphonic, and today I'm stoked to be joined by Jordan Mathewson, game director over here at
Look at
Ilphonic.
his eyes.
Design director. You
Design
got
director.
the title wrong on the. Apparently, it's because I didn't update my Slack, so it's kind of on me. But yes, I'm
Yeah,
Jordan,
wow.
design director. Hello.
My
Jordan,
God.
how are you doing on this fine Tuesday, my dude?
I mean, we're in the thick of development, so it's a lot, but this is a very important, first step in just establishing a nice, connection with the community and
Chad,
get
I'm
some
gonna
questions
switch
answered.
scenes
So
real
I'm
quick.
excited. How about you?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are you feeling tired yet? We're in the final stretch now.
Yeah, it's been a lot, but it's always exciting to see the reception as we release different things out into the wild.
Look at
Kind of what we're going to talk about today. There's just a lot of little things that just go a long way as people discover them, and it really fuels that energy as we get into the final stretches to make sure that we're covering all of our bases and getting all the little things so that when we launch, it is the best thing we can. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I do want to give a huge shout out to just all the energy and excitement we've seen from the community so far. As you touched on, it's really been infectious for us, especially as we're in this final stretch and seeing everyone so excited about what we're working on and seeing all those burning questions come in because everyone's, at this stage, I feel like they're very ready to play. And while you do have to wait a few more months, we did want to touch on some of the things you can look forward to with Halloween the Game. So we do have a pretty exciting stream lined up for you today. Here's a breakdown of the event agenda. We're going to be diving into single player. We're going to be touching on the heroes of Haddonfield. We're going to be talking about some alternate costumes and cosmetics. We're going to be talking about multiplayer, maps, meta unlocks, Michael versus civilians, and last but certainly not least, our community Q&A. So a lot of stuff to touch on today, and we're excited to have you with us. So we unveiled Halloween the Game as a single-player and multiplayer horror experience, so I think we should kick things off today by diving into the single-player component of this game.
Let's go.
So we've given overviews of what this is through hub posts, and as you see on the screen here, an official trailer for our single-player story mode. But this is essentially, for us, like a reimagined, alternate, extended cut that allows players to experience the night Michael came home from his perspective. And so we're really excited about that. And Jordan, for players diving into this for the very first time, what can they expect from the single-player story mode?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really enjoyable to work with Pollard Studio to construct this. It's always been a big, important part of what we want to accomplish with this game, because we realize how important this story mode is to a lot of people, just to get that sense of what we can explore, but as well give people an opportunity to really get used to and understand the nuances of playing Michael Myers. So we have 6 chapters set up. A lot of this stuff we have, like
6 chapters.
written up a good hub post that really dove into some of this, but some of the other things, sitting down with the 6 chapters, we do have multiple cinematics that there's clips of it in the trailer that kind of give an idea of what they're going to look like as you go through, that tell the story and kind of connect the pieces of these chapters into what our discoveries are behind the scenes of the original film. So it's been a lot of fun piecing that together, and we've also woven a lot of tutorials and helpful moments throughout that really reinforce the different aspects of playing Michael, and pieces that are really helpful to learn early on before you jump into the multiplayer.
Fucking
So
awesome.
yeah, go for it.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, you're good.
Okay, sorry. Each time players are in these chapters, they play through various objectives. They're mostly centered around killing these residents of Haddonfield while approaching towards the final the final scenes from the film with the babysitters. But there's also some open-ended moments that allow you to explore in a bit more depth and discover everything that each of these places has.
You guys need me to turn it up?
Including some story-based collectibles and other little things. So we've also set up in a good good portion of it does have checkpoints as well, so that you can get in and you know, I'll go into a bit more detail in kind of the replayability factor, but making sure that we're kind of splitting these up and giving you an opportunity to face some of the more challenging moments and be able to restart at an easier point. So that's been a kind of the big summary of all the main gameplay.
I would restart your stream, Winkle. There's no way. It's loud as fucking my shit.
Into trying to reinforce the care we've given to make sure that these are replayable experiences as well, because there isn't a specific right way to do this. It's very much a sandbox approach, as we've done with the multiplayer, and giving the direction and the tools and the main objectives, but allowing you to explore what each situation has to offer.
Yeah, as we've kind of showcased in our trailer here and teased a bit, like one of the most exciting things I think about this is that not only do you get to experience some very iconic moments from the original film that I know fans will be very stoked about, but we also have the rare opportunity to kind of introduce moments that have not been seen in the film, and I think that's a really cool opportunity for us.
Yeah, that's huge, dude.
You touched
A
on
different perspective.
replayability a little bit here, but that's something I really kind of want to hone in on. Is replayability and player rewards have been really core pillars for us and the team when it comes to building this game. So when it comes to the single player story mode, what kind of things can players chase and look forward to by replaying the single player story
Let's
mode?
go.
Yeah, I mean, there's each chapter we have designated and set up multiple different types of approaches to each of the chapters, as well as chapter challenges, kind of that secondary layer of, as you go through these and you kill people in certain ways, there's very specific ways that will unlock that and give you a cosmetic that will then be useful in multiplayer. So it really lets you explore and discover all of the options in that and look to find, oh, it's calling this out. I obviously need to figure out how this person needs to die. And then in order to do that, it takes a little bit of time to understand their pathing and you know, what they're doing and where you need to get them close enough to. So
hell
but
yeah,
like
dude.
I said, unlock
Multiple
those
replays
so that you can play through, get those in multiplayer, and show off that you've been able to complete these different challenges we put before the player, and alongside of that, different difficulties, being able to apply kind of different levels of how you're approaching each of these chapters, in how the AI or the NPCs are responding to you, how that plays out, as well as giving you a really nice layout of scores and ratings, because each time you're completing these chapters, there's a lot of factors of, you know, what was possible during the chapter, how did you complete it, was
like
it,
a grade
you know,
system.
the way Michael
Oh, you
Myers
only got
should
a
have
C
completed it,
or a B,
or how he's best known for, and then giving you a rating that you can continually improve on and get better at, all in kind of the idea, like I said, of really training the player to understand the ins and outs of Michael's nuance, so that when it comes to a multiplayer approach, it's not as daunting of an experience. There's a little bit more that you're able to learn from this, and as well as having that, you know, the cinematic experience that goes along with it. So we're quite excited.
Yeah, and as we've showcased at this stage, Michael's kit is very diverse. He has a lot of tools at his disposal, and some of those tools are very unique to this game. And so, yeah, that story mode also kind of reinforces like the introduction to all those skills and how to use them. And I think that'll be really exciting, so players can go into the multiplayer experience with a good understanding of how to be the best Michael they can be.
Yep.
That's dope.
One other thing I did want to call out, that in addition to the single player story mode, players will be able to go into single player matches as Michael as well. So you can, again, further hone your skills, further get some practice, and
before going into multiplayer,
murder as many residents as you possibly can imagine. So in addition to playing as Michael Myers in the single player story mode, our single-player story mode also features our cast of new, original, and returning legacy characters. They will be featured in here.
Let's
go. I just want to give a quick recap for those unaware of the amount of characters that we've showcased so far.
10 characters.
Earlier this year, we started kind of introducing our community to these civilians.
Or 12, right?
The heroes of Haddonfield here. We have Tanya Harrison on the left, Rachel Callahan, Thomas Armitage, Jennifer Aarons, and Marcus Navarro. After that, we introduced players to our boy Eric Dunn, the loyal Nichols Hardware employee ahead
Literally
of
La
our single-player
Choppa,
trailer.
and his name's Eric.
And most recently, we confirmed that Bob Sims, Linda Vanderklok, Laurie Strode, and Annie Brackett would also be heading to this game.
Yes, dude, it's an instant cop playing Bob and Laurie.
So we have 10 playable characters confirmed for the standard edition on day
12,
one,
I was
which
right.
is pretty awesome. All 10 of these characters will be featured in the game's single-player story mode. And if you
get
splurge, you
additional.
get the digital deluxe edition. We have also confirmed that Richard Hawthorne and Alexis Purcell will be available on day one as well, bringing that roster to 12. 12 characters.
On rip,
Jordan.
dude, is insane.
That's a lot of characters here. What are the team's hopes and goals with launching the game with this roster?
Well, there's definitely kind of two approaches. Like, obviously, when we first started the project, we realized how crucial this was as part of this type of experience. We've always seen there's been a deep connection between horror fans and just the victims of these films, and it makes sense. And there's a lot of just things you can take from the charisma and personality. So it's something where we really wanted to expand all these characters and make sure that they're fully voiced and have these backstories as far as who they are, what their personalities are, what they would act like, so that we could then build off of that for what their options are for cosmetics that we'll obviously get into, as well as what they're doing in the single player, where they are, what they're up to at any given point when Michael's encountering them. So it's something that was really exciting to expand on the already kind of list of legacy characters into something where we made more of these 1978 people that live in this town of Haddonfield. So it was very exciting to craft that, as well as then go into detail of all the gameplay aspects, which there's so much more to we'll dive into over time. But we've already mentioned characters will have traits, the little things that give them uniqueness over each other, and what they're doing, as well as attributes that are built towards the characters themselves. There's been a lot of just kind of you can look at the gameplay if you see what's happening and see all the places and guess kind of the direction each of these characters are going to go when someone excels at repairing things, or someone excels at just talking to people, interacting. Some people might not excel at those things, so we really want
So it's gonna be like F-13
that also gave characters people can connect with and have fun with, because part of this is a very social game. It's about interacting with each other. It's about interacting with other people, and then ultimately watching these people die. And sometimes those screams are just
Wait a second.
enjoyable when you know the people that are behind them.
Tie into a meta
That's
game.
one of my favorite things about this game, is just running through the streets of Haddonfield and then just hearing a scream in the distance, and then wondering whether or not, like, oh no, is that my squad mate? Somebody I'd love is getting murdered right now.
It's eerie, but
yes, that's me in 1970.
Experience, and I've loved.
Are you calling me old?
Yeah, I'm glad you reiterated on that, because we have touched on the fact that there will be unique reasons from a gameplay standpoint to choose these characters. But as you touched on, we also understand that people really connect to the looks and the personalities of these characters. So I think that combination of the story mode into multiplayer will really give a great view of like who these people are, and give players opportunities to get in there and role play their own little horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing we haven't really touched on at this stage is we have introduced you to these 10 and 12 civilian characters, but we've only shown you their default multiplayer appearances, which means we haven't really shown the community how they look in the single player story mode, which is notably different.
Yes.
Jordan, what do you think? Should we show off some of these alternate looks for these characters?
Yes.
I think you're gonna do it without my approval.
You're damn right.
Yeah, Miles.
So first up, we have Rachel Callahan in all her goth glory here.
Oh my God.
I mean, I know Rachel is a fan favorite.
Yes.
A lot of people in the community have, gravitated towards Rachel, and I get it. She is awesome. Up next, we have Marcus Navarro strutting his, look at that, his badass biker gear. He's
Oh,
looking good.
shit.
He's got the tore up jeans. Stoked
Chat.
about that. And last but certainly not least, we have an iconic movie look for Annie here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that shawl.
What?
Look at that shawl.
An important
So
shawl.
yeah, we are very excited about the
green socks.
customization, the alternate outfits, all the ways players can express themselves in Halloween the game. One thing I wanted to kind of touch base with the community on is kind of like our approach, considering the fact that we are in Halloween 1. Things are based on the original film. That means we're set in the 70s. What's our team's approach to respecting that period, respecting the IP, but also giving players, freedom to dress as they wish?
Yeah,
Say
I mean
it.
that's a
Say
big
it.
part of just these characters in general, is trying to find and exist in a realm of reality of this Haddonfield back in 1978, while really leaning into what makes each of their backstories unique. What kind of things are they up to on a daily basis, and kind of emulated in the same way we see the babysitters from the movie and kind of what they're up to. So we wanted to lean into that, but also we've got a lot of effort into making sure that everything aligns, in a grounded space around this time period. But there's also just expression, and we want to make sure that there's a very nice balance that moving forward, and everything that you'll see moving forward in the other outfits. This is obviously just a taste, where other characters will get similar.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun, and a lot of the things that we'll make sense for the characters to wear in the time frame and period.
Yo, you got to spin that camera around, man.
What the scope of customization is, so we did want to touch on the things that you can customize. So obviously there will be alternate outfits. You'll also be able to customize civilians' hair, their eyewear, and their makeup and blemishes as well. Which is very exciting.
Just like Killer
In
Clowns.
addition to these looks, there are multiple looks for all the civilians the players can chase down, which is exciting. So you will have
those will be unlockable and
change
single
the way
player.
these characters look in really meaningful ways. But it's not just all about the civilians, all right? We got our boy Michael, the star of the show, arguably, and we did want to touch on some of the ways you can customize the appearance of Michael Myers.
Yes.
We have shown smaller glimpses of these skins.
Yeah.
But we have a look at 2 cosmetics that you can earn in-game for Michael Myers. Right here we have the Sam Hain Michael, looking badass and ready for bloodshed.
So
here.
it's basically Savini.
We also have little clown Michael. All grown up.
God.
So yeah, there's going to be ways. Again, Michael has a very iconic look. That mask is legendary, but there are going to be some really cool things that you can chase down. I hate to be a tease, but we do have some looks I think fans of the original film are going to be incredibly stoked about at launch. So look forward to more. Unfortunately, for some of that, we're not really going to show you. So I'm just going to tease you for now.
Miles, go to hell.
Before we dive into the multiplayer segment, I did want to call out that we will be touching on some of the other items that players can unlock and earn outside of alternate outfits in the stream as well. So stick around.
Copy.
But for now, let's talk some multiplayer. We've shown off all the amazing looks you can bring into multiplayer, but I think it's important we dive into the core multiplayer mode for Halloween the game.
Shit.
And we've dropped a multiplayer
Let's go,
overview,
baby. Come
and
on.
we did our best to kind of showcase what makes this game unique and special. But there are so many pieces to this game, Jordan, that I feel like you really need to hammer on. What's
going to be the sweat
unique
skin
hook
for
with Halloween
clown
the game as a studio that's been in the asymmetrical horror space for quite some time now?
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea of being able to explore this genre more, because the asymmetrical games that we've made and the asymmetrical games that exist, I feel it's really just scratching the surface and the opportunities that there are there, especially with the capabilities of our time now and the technology. There's just so much more to explore. So it's been very fun to really lean into all the pieces that we've learned in the past that we designed and structured this game around to make it unique. I believe the what we've done with Michael and who he is as a killer role in this is so impactful to what this game offers, and the abilities, the shape jump obviously being a huge
Yo,
one.
Lae, thanks for the
Being able
follow.
to give players the opportunity to be the drivers of jump scares, and being able to sneak up and truly surprise and freak people out. It's something that happened very early on as a goal for us to establish, but
Oh, yeah.
we really worked hard to make sure that when we went to PAX and we started actually seeing people dive in, that we were witnessing it, and it came forward there too. And the people that have seen a lot of the footage of just more shape jump, you start to see where it becomes a very skilled, unique process to get it in and around and in front of people around them, getting to different places to stalk. It just creates a very unique experience that is constantly driving forward the tension of the match. And we just continue in playtest to see these amazing moments take place, and they're never quite the same because of then the additional layers of this sandbox as a whole. Having these NPCs enters this entire new realm of possibility that gives players more to feed
F13.
on as far as just boosting
Hi, who cares?
approaching them in a way that they're now beefing you up to fight on and score more points and wreak more havoc in Haddonfield, but they're also very much reactive to both sides. So there's a lot that can be done with where you're saving NPCs and trying to stay connected with them to get them out of the maps, while Michael is chasing you all down and breaking you up and catching your friends.
I got you, Daoki. Thank you, sir.
So much uniqueness that comes from that combination. And like you said, there's a cocktail of just so many other things that just add those layers upon layers of possibility to encounters. So it becomes a nice consistent loop that also evolves expands into a lot of different crazy situations. So there's so much there that's been happening and that will continue to happen once we go live, and I'm so excited to see all the different things.
52 days,
and all the
boys.
different ways that we can continue to improve this even. So it's been fun to continue this asymmetrical genre forward, and I look forward to exploring even more of what that means. Yeah, I think that's the biggest things right there.
Yeah, and I think for us, the proof of concept has been a lot of our internal playtests, where we have people who've played for hundreds and hundreds of hours getting in there and scaring each other and having those moments where Michael just gets the jump on you. You're doing something else. You feel that moment of safety and security, and then that shifts, and he's just there. And being able to jump after so much playtime is just such a testament to that foundation that we built here. And I think our sandbox elements really kind of add a lot of rich layers that let players choose how they want to play this game. And there's been so many moments in our playtests where just absolute chaos ensues with a group, and Michael enters the scene. Everyone scatters, whether it's on a bike, whether it's on a car, and there's just so much pandemonium.
Look at the perk card shot.
Quintessential classic horror movie moments. And that's the stuff I'm so stoked to see when this game is out in the wild.
Yes, Miles, thank you.
So some other outside of the core multiplayer experience, outside of matchmaking, I do want to just kind of quickly rattle through some and confirm some features. Some of these we've already touched on previously.
Oh my God,
but
please.
Outside of matchmaking, you will be able to load into private matches with up to 5 players, play with your friends. We are going to allow duplicate civilians, so don't worry if someone chooses your main. Even though we do have a pretty robust roster, if you want to stack that lobby, that's fine. We're going to allow duplicates, which is awesome.
Yes.
And we will also have an in-game friends list and crossplay for this as well. I did want to call out cross progression because we've had some questions about that. We don't currently have plans for cross progression, but there will be crossplay available on all platforms.
What about preference-based versus
touch on in multiplayer?
Please touch.
Yeah, last thing, just to acknowledge and say the queuing. There we understand there's importance around addressing that, and we will talk about it at a later date closer to launch, because we know that it obviously is a big part of how people play these games, and we've been just gathering a lot of that experience and just making sure we're getting the right thing there, and I want to make sure we have that all in a good spot to give the details and really walk through it so people are very much aligned with it. But then additionally, we want to make sure that
they're not going to touch base today on preference based or being able to pick sides
for that situation.
Yeah, that is very important. If a squad groups together, they don't have to worry about being separated in the matchmaking pool, which is, I know very important for a lot of people. So appreciate you touching on that. And like you said, as we get closer to launch, we'll have some more details to share on specifically what that looks like. All right, so in addition to 12 playable civilian characters, we've also shown
three maps,
distinct maps that all your multiplayer shenanigans will unfold in. And that all started with Haddonfield Heights, the quiet suburban neighborhood.
Yes.
Which is home to the Myers House and the Strode House. We have Haddonfield Town Center, which is home to Nichols Hardware and the bustling cultural downtown of Haddonfield. And we also have Orange Grove Estates.
Hell yeah, dude. 3 maps on launch.
Home to the Wallace and Doyle residences. So Jordan, outside of unique visual flavor, how are we ensuring that each of these maps look and feel distinct?
Look what's coming up next.
Yeah, this has been something that has been a big improvement.
This is make or break, baby.
Something we've really driven to expand on for this game. There's kind of a fundamental starting point of we need to build Haddonfield from 1978. There's a guiding light there as far as what we were trying to accomplish, but that's from an aesthetic point. It also comes into the gameplay in a sense that a lot of the things that we're designing from the sandbox perspective is trying to think about
meta unlocks or the meta game
of what it's like to
like what TCM skill tree. I'm assuming it's going to deal with perks.
A lot of times from
I'm hoping it deals with perks.
Remember, I wasn't alive in the 70s, but I did have time when I was growing up where there's, I lived in the Midwest. I was very familiar with.
I got to interrupt this little story. His shirt
getting in trouble
being so far away from his neck is bothering the living fucking shit out of me.
Make sure that we were
put on a smaller shirt, Jordan.
Which then in turn
it's too big for you.
The look, the spacing, the feel of the actual neighborhood needs to make sense as we expand into more commercially kind of influenced areas. Like all these pieces need to fit what would exist in Illinois in the 70s. And then as we looked at that and got kind of that really good sense of the types of locations, it was about really breaking down the types of structures, because the types of structures are a big part of the gameplay. There's
absolutely,
once you look at it, there's obviously a very big difference between external outside gameplay and internal structure gameplay. So each of these maps has different types of structures. Some of them have houses. There's varying degrees of single story. There's second story houses. There's bigger commercial buildings.
Jason.
There's other types of places that just create different types of situations, but ultimately have the same gameplay elements. So we've been able to really shuffle around and build unique spacing and locations while using a lot of the same aspects that make it feel like a neighborhood, but also leveraging things like I mentioned, second story houses is it's a huge thing for gameplay, because
yeah, dude.
Now you're
gonna run upstairs
dynamic where there is a second story window you can jump out of, or a balcony you can leap off
of.
That creates a final moment of this is gonna hurt, but at least I breathe another few seconds. So
you could
that
jump
in between the different spacing, there's car densities, there's hedges, fences, foliage, roads, street lights. The lighting is obviously a big portion, just because of the fact that Michael relies on, that is obviously a bad thing for his traversal, and in portions where he's trying to navigate through that, lit up areas are much more difficult to navigate. So there's definitely a size difference amongst these different maps, as well as just spacing and kind of layout differences that make a really unique approach to it each time that is additionally flavored with the visual aspects that make these locations different each time. So it's very, very fun to be able to have this type of variety, so that each time you're playing, there's a lot to explore and learn about these. It's not going to be something you're gonna there's map knowledge that needs to be learned from where you need to go.
Exactly, you got to take damage. He said you'll take damage.
Location is going to be. There's just a lot of little things like that on top of the fact that we have randomized a lot of gameplay throughout that as well to just further increase the just feel that these are different each time you play them. So hopefully that kind of boils down to what we're looking at, but that's how I see these from what we've developed.
Yeah, I know the team was very excited to reveal Orange Grove Estates because there's some really great verticality to that map. Not only the multi-story houses, but as you can tell in that fly-through, there is this big hill in one section of the map that overlooks the lower section, and it's got this great flow and energy, and it affects line of sight. And with
the park,
Michael,
too, like that open space is big, yeah.
Oh,
and,
baby!
Michael's ability to just like stare people down, like, that line of sight is so important to the design, and I think our level design team has really done a great job making these landscapes, while true to the period, true to the state. Feel very distinct from a gameplay perspective.
There's the amount of like Hunter, our lead level designer, he has the references that he compiled of just like plain imagery from the time and things to just like really understand the true inner workings of Midwestern culture and layouts and infrastructure. Like there's so much that goes into that, but at the end of the day, it comes forward in a very
Frank Castle. It's Nick Castle, damn it.
It's kind of second nature to a lot of us to walk through these places and see them occupied, and we really wanted to make sure that was coming through.
Perfect. Yeah, I think players are going to be very excited when they get to really explore these play spaces for themselves. And another wrinkle that we have added to this
likely
game
last collector's edition for PlayStation.
That feeling between matches stays very fresh and unique is that we have variable weather effects. So between matches, there are different weather conditions that you'll see. So when you load into a map, every single map has the opportunity to have a different weather effect, and it changes not only the look and feel of the game, but just kind of the energy. And so, what elements in your eyes does this system add to the overall experience for the player?
So the different aspects are pretty straightforward, and that it's something it's different for your senses. It creates an entirely different ambiance for these locations. Being inside of a house when it's raining is that pitter patter of the rain muffled outside, and seeing it run down the windows. That's
cool.
Just,
I don't care. That's fucking cool.
But it also makes it harder to see distances.
So they say different weather effects.
What that does to the foliage.
Do they just mean
creates
no rain and rain
points as the players are scanning these locations? So they can really kind of add that layer, as well as just being louder and being something that you're not always going to pick up the footsteps or the breathing of Michael in every situation. So it definitely puts you on your toes and gives you a little something to switch up each of these. And once again, we've tried to keep this grounded in Illinois 1978. Let's try and look at weather patterns at a rough level just to see kind of what would actually be happening there, and keep it as close as we can, while also giving this layer that allows players to experience these levels in a different state.
There is something very very awesome about seeing Michael just standing in the rain, just that shadowy shape off in the distance, just drenched in the rain. And you saw it in our multiplayer overview trailer. We were very excited about showcasing like how tough he looks in that situation. So yeah, there's some great flavor to that.
Hell to the yes, dude. Could be fog too.
All right, next we are going to talk a bit about meta unlocks.
Please.
We do have plans to have a more in-depth overview ahead of launch.
I fucking
We did want to spend some time today talking about some of the other pieces that you can unlock in this game outside of alternate outfits. And we're going to start with profile icons, profile backgrounds, titles, and player cards. So in Halloween the game,
is this Call of Duty?
To unlock these items by completing various challenges and customize their own profile cards.
Badass!
An added layer of customization within this experience. Jordan, I know our team is working very hard to provide as many rewards as possible in
Chat,
this
100%
experience. So
this one
outside of
and
something like
Loomis
profile icons,
is the
backgrounds,
combo.
what other layers are we adding to that chase and that hook for Halloween the game?
Yeah, I mean, this has always been a fun part. I've been a part of most of our meta meta progression kind of build outs over time. For this one, trying to keep it focused on the big things that'll kind of drive forward a lot of stuff. We have
Oh shit,
profile
baby
level
Bob too,
that is
chat.
an overall
Baby Bob.
tracker on your profile. We'll have a killer Michael Myers specific level. We'll have each civilian will have their own levels. Each of these are gained by obviously playing with those characters.
Holy shit!
And then as well as starting weapon
Each
levels for
character
Michael.
has
You'll
their
be able
own
to select a starting
progression.
weapon after unlocking them with the correct killer level, of course, and then be able to level those weapons up as he's using them, which unlocks other things I'll get to in a second. We have a lot of progressive challenges for each of the different killer skins, as well as each of the different civilians. So each of those have progressive steps to challenges. So you have to complete one, to complete the next, complete the next, and we'll load in unlocks throughout the
biggest reveal yet
to really focus on. I'm playing this character. I'm going to unlock a lot of things in relation to that, as well as sprinkling in things like the profile cards and banners, and giving you things unique to that experience. Passive challenges as well, just kind of an overall just tracker of a lot of your different things that are pretty common. We set up different books for the
Yo, Dizzle, thank you for the follow and the raid. I appreciate
opportunities to test and play a lot of the different features and unlock more things that you can then customize further. So that's kind of a lot of the big things for where you'll be unlocking these things. But there's also things like experience that you'll get, as well as different executions, tints, and things, and for Michael especially, and his weapons. And then also we have an in-game currency, and that kind of goes into something that I'm not going to get into too deep here, because this is kind of a part of and will be fleshed out in Miles, as he had mentioned, the kind of going over more of this metagame stuff. But civilian perks, we've definitely shown and given pretty, they've been in all the gameplay. You've seen them, we've mentioned them, and we want to make sure that we get a nice solid dive into those. But essentially at a high level, they are, you have a perk inventory on your menu that you'll be able to roll for perks and get different perks that you can then equip to decks, and those decks are what you equip to your characters going in, so that is what, when you're earning those perks in game, that's where it's drawing from. Because there's just a lot of things we wanted to make sure are not getting too competitive, and this is one of those aspects where we feel like we can take a nice casualized approach to it. Sure it remains in a fair category for the use cases. So we'll dive into those more later, but you earn currency, you use that to bolster your perk decks.
Meta builds incoming chats.
Situations.
You already know who the GOAT is.
Jump in to try and survive.
It's happening.
So there's
confirmed.
Kind of the big things that I can think of, besides all the cosmetics and things. There's just a lot to unlock everywhere. So we're really excited to see people jump in and
customization.
And we want to definitely put some of those really special Michael
player has progression,
and, things that
their own progression.
Worthy. We want to make sure we put them in a
meta perks builds
rewarding to get to, and you can be in multiplayer and brag about the fact that you got here. Make sure people see that and really know that, oh wow, this person went to these lengths to get that, because that's going to be very, very
and
impactful.
Basically,
and
prestige icons,
peacocking experience that we all know and love.
Cosmetics for your player, upgradable weapons, in-game currency. Are you titty fucking me right now?
We want those items that when you see in the lobby, you say, "Oh no, I know exactly how much this person's played Halloween the game," and just
increasing
that level
it's over, baby.
So yeah, as you touched on, there are a lot of systems and layers to the overall meta game in Halloween the game. And because of that, like I touched on, we are going to break those out more specifically. But I think it was important to really touch on high level all the things you can look forward to. And there are a lot of elements that are going to give you
so
stuff
relieving
kind
to
of
me,
chase and
chat. You have
earn
no
and-
idea.
And feel good every time you play this game. So the next section we're going to dive into are some of the dynamics between Michael versus civilians when it comes to abilities and that kind of that back and forth. We've showcased quite a bit of Michael's kit at this stage: shape jump, killer sense, reality tear, detection pulse, blackout. There have been a lot of pieces that we've shown, and we want to spend some time kind of reiterating what that means for the
Oh
overall
my
player
God,
experience, showing off new ways you can use those, and then kind of, discussing a little bit of the back and forth between Michael and civilians. So at PAX earlier this year, we let players go hands-on. As Jordan touched on, people got to play this game for the first time.
In-game
They gotta
currency
use
store.
detection pulse. They got to
Confirmed.
try shape jump. They got to really go hands-on with Michael to get a feel for that. What you'll notice in this clip that we're running here is some differences if you played at PAX or if you saw footage from PAX when it comes to detection pulse and shape jump and how they operate. So Jordan, I thought this was a great opportunity for us to kind of really speak to, how a player would use detection pulse and shape jump to put pressure on civilians, and then on the flip side, how civilians could fight back against that.
Yeah, it was really great to see people play the game and just that sense of
The red
understanding
sense that
how
someone's in the
powerful different
house.
things are. We
He
had our
shape
own
jumps into the
ideas and
crib.
kind of understandings from playtesting as to where things were going, and we had kind of established those routes for where we were going to step next. But ultimately, we wanted to see everything in action at PAX before we made any big moves. But being able to see it confirmed pretty much everything we were feeling, which is always a good feeling, of course, that you're on the right track. But essentially, it came down to really refining how detection pulse was working. For one, it was very powerful. It was marking people and isolating them regardless of where they were. There was
Exactly.
just a lot of power in how
It was
allowing him to
outlining
get
them
out
as
and
a
get close to
human.
people.
This just
So
outlines
we
the
wanted
house,
to
just
make
like
sure
Friday
that
now.
this allowed for a couple layers. One being the fact that inside of a structure, it marks the structure instead of your specific location. We
Exactly.
felt it was very important that Michael had to understand that they're in something, but now that they're in there, he's got to
gotta
get
find
in
'em.
up close, figure out what part of the house they're in, and then actually
Yeah,
do
because
his
if you were
thing.
upstairs,
So
it would
that was a big balance.
mark you
There's
upstairs.
also been some more work into allowing
Not
you
now.
to find the blind spots as a civilian, so that when you are aware that detection pulse is happening, there's a few things you're going to be able to do to kind of avoid or at least deter
Wow.
the outline that's placed on you, to try and avoid and evade that.
kind of like Jason's
I
sense,
believe
like
the
if
one other thing
you
we
got
did is
under
when
a
you're
bed or in
inside
a
of house and
closet
trigger it,
with a
once again,
high
it still is just showing
stealth
you that
character.
there's someone in there rather than giving you the exact location. So there's safety in houses, and that was the kind of next big part of this, was how we were approaching shape jump and how there was a little bit too much accessibility in that build into houses. You were able to phase through any wall or any door and window that was just a little bit too easy access. It was not giving us that, oh, he's outside, like we have 35 seconds or 45 seconds until he figures out how to shut the power and get in or find an opening. It was more so he was just in there already. So we definitely wanted to make sure that as you get inside these houses and you turn on the lights, you're safe for a little bit. It's not the entire time, but at least gives you this reprieve so that you can loot really quick, find a hiding spot, maybe recruit somebody really fast to help you fight back. There's just multiple things that we wanted to give that breathing room. So we blocked off any window or door that is under the influence of light in a room. So you can see that Michael found a room that wasn't lit, so that he was able to get inside this laundry room. So civilians that are knowing that he's chasing you, you close the door, you lock the doors, you make sure all the lights are on. That's your layer of protection from the brief amount of time you're going to get to get out of there and make a move. So it's really added this, it's really worked out nicely for what we've added, and I'm excited to see it in action. It really paces through the encounters better, and then gives Michael another thought process of, do I really feel like it's necessary to chase this person? There's going to be some choices there that
So it
maybe
looks
that's enough
like
to deter him for a little
that
bit. And he
the
goes
windows that
elsewhere to
have
find
lights
another
on are
target.
already red when you
So
get
there's been a
close. You
lot
see
that
those
we've gone
red? He
into
can't go
making
through
sure that
those.
these are feeling solid,
But
and also play very nicely.
he can get
together,
through
and we can
this
also get
one
a little
because
bit
there's no
more,
red on the screen.
You know,
And
we'll walk through eventually
visibly
more
can
of
see the lights are
countermeasures
off.
and things that civilians can take to prevent these things from happening. Fight back a little bit more.
It really gives civilian players a false sense of security, I think, and it really kind of feeds
So
into
chat,
that.
just like I
goal
say,
of
make
creating
sure
that
to always open your
immersive
windows
horror movie
and Friday the
experience, because
13th.
In this example here, you're seeing
Make
Michael
sure to always
stand in
turn
front
your
of the house.
fucking
You're
lights
seeing
on.
the visual feedback. This is lights are on in here, which means I can't pass through there.
Ah,
So
I was
as a
right.
civilian, you're in that house. You've turned on all the lights. You've locked the doors. You think you're safe. Oh no, you forgot to turn on this light, and Michael's inside the house. And so, like, those kind of moments, again, while the houses
I
feel
can't
more like a
fucking wait.
fortress and they feel like you're safe. You're safe inside these walls. You're never really safe if you're not playing your cards right. So I think that's a really fun dynamic.
Yep, it's been playing really well. I've been enjoying it, and the moments that come out of it are just consistently good because you just never know what's going to happen, and it usually leads to me jumping out of a window because that's the best, most stylish way to get out of Michael's path.
I mean, blasting through a window, it feels good every time. You know?
Oh yeah, every time hurts, but whatever.
So another ability we demonstrated at PAX East, but we haven't really touched on officially. We haven't really communicated this much outside of it was something that existed in the PAX build, was an ability called Shape Slip. So we're going to run a clip here that shows Michael walking up to a house, looking into a window. Again, lights are off. Somebody made a mistake. There's a civilian running back and forth. We have the noise pings. He sees a closet. You see that highlight. From there, he's able to shape slip inside of this closet and then get the jump on the civilian inside. So, Jordan, let's talk a little bit more about shape slip and again, how we're using that to leverage our ultimate jump scare machine here.
Yeah, I mean, this is... I really watched closely. I wanted to see if anyone found it at PAX because I was like, okay,
Michael cannot be killed.
I think in one of the original multiplayer videos, I think in one of the shots, the reticle appears and the image appears for a second. I don't think anyone caught it, but this is one of his really powerful pieces of shape jump. Like, we have shape dash, which has that quick move forward and gets you maneuvering pretty quickly. But shape slip gives you the opportunity to really
jump,
get
shape
into
dash,
a place
shape
fast,
slip.
Additionally, through killer sense, so you can shape slip in shape jump. So if you're in shape jump,
yo,
and you're
that's
moving around,
fucking
you see a hiding
crazy.
spot that's a little ways away. You aim at it, you can jump into it. But then if you're in killer sense, the first person view, obviously you're not being looked at by anyone and all those same conditions. Shape slip will bring you in there and get you into that hiding spot, and those hiding spots are all around
I'm
the
going
map. There's car
to
doors
absolutely
use,
be
out in the
dominating
open. There's different
using shape
tool
slip.
sheds and all the different hiding spots throughout houses. Like, if you can find that visual connection to it, you're going to be able to shape slip into it and allow you to jump out and really scare people.
I'm gonna be
especially
screaming,
if they're running
dude.
towards that hiding spot and you get in there before them. Like,
Oh,
there's
wow.
some
Wait,
gold that happens.
you
in those
could
types of
shape.
situations.
Can you
So,
shape slip
powerful. It's got
inside to get ahead of them, like Jason does in DBD?
Used in that way, but it's led to a lot of really good situations and continues to fuel that ultimate jump scare machine that we're building.
Yes, absolutely. So, like you said,
What
we
up,
were
Rivera?
lurking at PAX
I
East,
know, right?
waiting and watching to see. There's two things: shape slip, and then we had the flamingo execution. That I was just waiting.
Thank you again
waiting all PAX East.
for the
I did see a
raid,
couple,
man.
so I was like, okay, perfect.
On Twitch.
But yeah, I do want to give out a huge shout out to everyone who joined us at PAX East as well. It was a really great opportunity for the team. We
In
met so
Boston!
many excited players.
I live
and we got to
3,000 miles
see
away. I
those
would have
kind of
been
jump scare
there.
moments in person and see people literally scream out loud while playing this game. And as you touched on, I think that kind of reinforces a lot of the goals the team has. But again, really grateful for all the people who came out, played, left feedback, and kind of joined us for that experience.
Q&A?
One more Michael ability we want to kind of reinforce here. And we've shown this ability taking out a fleeing car. and that is the blackout ability. This is a very versatile move in Michael's kit. So not only can it shut off lights, kill flashlights, kill automobiles.
It shuts the doors?
As you'll see in this clip here, there's a civilian inside the house. Oh, the door's open. I'm going to make a break for it. I'm going to sprint outside. Michael says, no, I'm sorry. Blackout ability closes that door, temporarily locks the door, and then gives Michael that chance to close the distance and grab that civilian. So,
oh, you're cooked.
Blackout ability in a lot of ways feels like a very important component of
it has a 3-minute cooldown is what I remember.
How can players use this outside of what we talked about? And then how can Michael use this again as a killer who's known for not known for his speed? How can he use this to kind of like keep that pressure on civilians?
I mean, you covered a lot of it, and we've shown a lot of it. It's got a lot of uses to deter and prevent. And I think one thing that a lot of people have kind of caught on to, if you're kind of reading between the lines here, is blackout is that it gives you an extra chance to get into shape jump and get in and out of shape jump. It provides that moment where you're shutting off everything around you and
in and out
giving
of
yourself
shape
the
jump
opportunity to get away or slip back and forth to really surprise people. So having the ability to shut the doors and kind of catch people off guard with that, like being able to hit the car in its vicinity, there's just a lot of ways that allow you to use it, and then in combo with some of these other abilities to really make those moments happen, while not being super, it's one of those ones that's not super offensive to the characters. It's got its utility, and it's been really fun to use in these different ways. And honestly, there's always new things
survivors
that people discover when games
trolling
like this,
under a light post.
We take a more
You use blackout to get out of shape jump. You can trigger blackout while in shape jump,
but aren't always fully revealed to our.
That's what he just said. In and out of shape jump. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, calling back to some of our previous examples, in the scenario with detection pulse and shape jump, let's say those lights are on and your blackout ability is not on cooldown, you can create openings and opportunities to get inside these houses as well. And then civilians.
Yo, Colts for life, thank you so much, man, for the follow
fear and that
on Twitch. I appreciate it.
No, Michael can be anywhere at this stage now, and I think that's a really great piece of his kit.
That is fucking W, chat. Being able to trigger blackout.
I mean,
Miles.
You don't hate to be a tease.
No, not at all. I love it. I lavish in it. We've only shown a portion of Michael's kit thus far. We've shown, in my eyes, a pretty strong suite of his abilities, but there are a lot more options for players that are going to be available at launch. That
Rivera,
really
thank you for the jewels, man. Appreciate it.
Customize how you want to play Michael, and we're excited to show those at a later date.
Of course you are. You fuck.
So Jordan, Michael's looking pretty strong, right? He's looking like a force of nature. We've shown that civilians can fight back. They can get weapons. They can get guns. They can combat Michael. But it seems like maybe the deck is stacked against them a little bit because his kit is strong. But we did want to introduce this concept of mysterious items in this world and in these play spaces, which will give civilians a chance to fight back Michael's seemingly overwhelming power. Jordan, do you want to talk a little bit about what these mean? And
what
I know
are these?
We are intentionally keeping a lot of this secret until launch, just as a heads up. If you want more info ahead of launch, we're not really going to give it to you. But what can we talk about today when it comes to these mysterious items?
These are something that we're not giving a lot of info on because they're, like you'd said, they're purposefully something we want people to explore and discover. They're rare, and they're things that will appear in the loot pool.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Do things that might affect Michael a little bit more than a regular household item. It's just something that we want people to discover and find out about, because
there's mythic weapons that they're not going to explain anything about them.
You and your friends from imminent death, and we wanted to make sure those opportunities existed beyond just what you're fully capable of doing with all the other items. So it throws a little bit of an extra wrench in Michael's gears, and we're excited for people to explore what these do.
Yeah, when it comes to our randomized loot pools, I think items like this kind of really incentivize you to check every nook and cranny, because there is a chance you can get an item like this, and an item like this could literally be the difference between life and death in the game. So super
Every
excited about
nook
that.
and cranny. Your boy is
Next
goated
up,
at that because
we
you
have
guys
our community
already know.
Q&A.
I search
But before
everything.
we dive into all of that, I do want to take a quick second to just touch on some pre-order information, recap the different editions, and touch on some frequently asked questions about the different versions. So let's dive into that real quick.
Yes.
Halloween the Game is launching on September 8th, 2026 on Xbox Series X and S, PS5, Steam, and Epic Game Store. Pre-orders for the digital edition are available now. If you pre-order the standard edition of the game, you get that awesome animated Phantom Michael Myers skin. We also have a digital deluxe edition available, which gets you that Phantom Michael Myers skin, the inmate Michael Myers skin, and Richard and Alexis. So some things I do want to touch
And
on when it
early
comes to the
access.
digital deluxe edition. There will be an upgrade available at launch as well. The items such as inmate, Richard, and Alexis are exclusive to that version. So you will either need to pre-order the digital deluxe edition or buy the digital deluxe edition at launch to get those characters. Phantom Michael Myers is a digital pre-order exclusive. Just wanted to reiterate that.
Pre-order
that will not be
exclusive.
available post-launch. And that is a digital pre-order exclusive. So that's not something that is going to be available post-launch. That is a incentive and a reward for the people supporting the game on day one. We also have, more recently we announced, arguably for some people who want to play this game as soon as possible, the most important part of the Digital Deluxe Edition upgrade is early access to the game starting on September 4th at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Pacific time, boys.
Next up, we have some physical editions. Last week, we unveiled our physical editions for Halloween the Game that will be coming a little bit later in the year. They're launching on
This is
October
the
6th,
standard physical
2026,
edition.
and that's going to be on PS5 and Xbox Series X. That includes a game poster, that includes the game disc, and it includes advanced access to the Michael Myers clown skin and 2 civilian cosmetics. Just to clarify on the advanced access and what that means, that essentially means you get instant access to these skins.
Lunchtime
Players
on the East
who
Coast.
Do not purchase this. Can
10
still earn
and
those,
12
those
a.m.
skins
12
in
p.m.
game by completing challenges. And we also have a limited collector's edition. And I will emphasize the limited portion of this because, as we've seen from the conversations online, yes,
Sold
people have
the
been very
fuck out.
excited about this. And this includes everything you see on the screen here, the game disc, a collector's box, the shape jump figure, some posters, advanced access to a few other skins. When it comes to availability on this, it is limited, so you'll need to kind of check retailer availability on that front. But again, I will reiterate again that it is
I got one.
very limited. So
I got one.
Just a heads up there.
Thank you, Mrs. Mamba. My beautiful wife bought me
All
the
right,
collector's edition.
Jordan, the community Q&A of our
By
developer
the way, real
Q&A
quick, an
stream
11 by
has finally come.
17-inch
So a few
poster
weeks
is
ago,
very
we put out
small.
a call to the community to ask to get all your burning questions about this game, and we put out a thread on Reddit. We got some questions from socials.
Come
and
on,
we had
motherfuckers.
Hundreds of responses. So huge shout out to everyone who dropped those questions. There
Yeah,
were a
I
lot
submitted
to
like
kinda go
17
through.
questions.
Previous sections of the stream, we feel touched on a lot of those questions, but at the end here, we did want to touch on some other burning questions from the community.
Chat, Jordan
So
fixed his shirt.
Get into
Look at his
it.
shirt now.
First question from Pat My Kitty X. Will we get a Discord server? And yes, we are launching the Halloween the Game official Discord server on July 22nd. So keep your eyes on our socials for the official announcement there and a link to join that Discord. Next up, can we expect a content roadmap at launch, asks Haunt Night. So right now we are focused on kind of
This man is
stressing
so
and
high,
showcasing
chat. Look at
what
his
is
eyes,
available in
dude.
this game on day one. Jordan has touched on in previous interviews, and we've mentioned that yes, we do have a very exciting slate of content planned for after launch, but we are not going to be discussing that until a little bit later and closer to launch. So appreciate that. We will have more details to share in the future.
Copy that.
Importance No 1608 asks, will there be a beta? Unfortunately, no. We do not have plans for a beta at this time.
Damn.
All right, Jordan, we have a question here from Acceptable Wear 4340 that says, how important is maintaining continuity going to be with future cosmetics in terms of style and tone?
You want me to answer this one? Is that what you meant by that?
Yes.
I can take it if you want.
No, I got it. It just had your logo, your name next to the thing. Anyway, to not distract for too much longer, I kind of mentioned it before, but there needs to be, strike a really good balance between the period accuracy, franchise authenticity, and making sure we're leaning into player expression. I want
Balance.
people to be
Right,
very excited about any of the cosmetics we have, and that's a big part.
They're
of making
not pulling a
cosmetics for
gun,
games,
and we are
so
not
that's where
staying
we're
true to
gonna go with.
1978. Fantastic.
Absolutely. That's the ultimate goal, is making people excited about how they look in the game.
Exactly.
Plenty Photograph 4 asks, will the face of Michael Myers on the inmate outfit be blurry like the pre-order images, or are you guys waiting to reveal what his face will look like? The face of Michael Myers will remain blurred throughout the story mode and when you use that skin in multiplayer. So we are not, you're not going to see his face. That is representative of what it's going to look like in game.
Very cool.
Jordan, Zach Rods asks, what kind of play style are you hoping to make the game for? Casual or competitive?
Oh, yes,
or
please.
A mix of both?
What a great question. There's a long, lengthy answer to this. I'll try not to yap too much about it. But
All right.
ultimately, I think the focus and the approach is casual. Like, there's something to what this game is on the form of a social and matchmaking experiences around interacting with other people, having fun, like having those encounters. But we also want to make sure that we're balancing and making all of our gameplay fit for people that want to sweat and like have those moments where they go back and forth. But we don't want that intruding into and building a situation where people that are just trying to enjoy the game are getting completely overshadowed by people that really have a lot of different pieces of knowledge of the game, as well as just stacking in certain directions. That's why I kind of mentioned the perks being a bit more casualized in our approach, is we didn't want to create a situation that was fully reliant on people's decision-making process to build these very specific things, more so giving them the tools to play the game.
They're talking
and
smack
find those
about me,
variations
boys.
and nuance. So it's much more about a casualized experience that leans into the horror, that leans into the jump scares, leans into the matches unfolding in fun and interesting ways, and then also having just a robust approach to every feature we have that allows the more competitive people to find those little nuances of killer skill and civilian skill, so that they can have those moments that they can only survive based on the fact that they've built up those skills for. So it's a blend, but I
like this answer, to be honest.
Casual, and I want to preface as well that like we're watching everything. Like we will never hope to garner and gain.
Oh no, there's gonna be best build vids.
Do anything huge right now, but the second it's out there in the wild and people are playing and there's more just minds at work, discovering all the possible combinations of gameplay, we're never gonna really be able to hit that until the game is out there, and from there it's about analyzing what's happening, understanding the issues, understanding anything that we need to balance back into place to kind of fit what I've been talking about, but also reading the community feedback. There's a period of marination time that happens for any kind of multiplayer games update or launch that you need to be very careful about not going too quickly into it, because some of it is learning the game, learning the maps, learning the routes that you take and the locations that you go to collect loot, and until that's fully kind of in a general state for the population, you're not getting a real accurate representation of the balance. So excuse me, we're going to be watching closely. We're going to be making adjustments accordingly, and we're going to be keeping all feedback in mind as we do so. And I want to make sure any updates that we do make in the future, off of this kind of initial balance pass and what we release, is very much transparent as to why we're making the choices, because there's so many. Sorry, I've been talking a lot, so throat's not being kind to me, but there's so many different choices to make, and we want to make sure that as we're making those, it makes sense. It has
That's
a reason.
no excuse, bro. I'd be
it's
screaming
doing
all
something
day.
That's bringing
No
us back to the
problems.
core of what we're trying to accomplish. So it's a very in-depth and nuanced thing, and the reason I'm saying these things is because the people that really care, I want you to know that we're ready to react, and we've built a better infrastructure than any that we've had in the past for getting updates out and making sure that we're addressing things. We also have on Miles's side a much more robust community interaction process and gathering of stats and things that really help us as we're making those decisions, including all the back end data gathering and charts and all the boring data things that give us a sense of where things are at. Don't want to fully rely on those because this is video games and it's about there is some feel here. So there's a lot going on here, and I apologize for going long on this, but it's very important, including kind of what we'll talk about in this next question as well.
Yeah, no, it's very important, and we had a lot of conversations very early on in this project about, you know, that foundation and how do we build a foundation that allows us to implement and adjust based on player feedback, based on how we feel. I don't want to say more rapidly, because as you touched on, we want to give appropriate time to these decisions and make sure these decisions are the right decisions for the game. But that foundation for us is so much stronger, and I think that's going to make the kind of relationship between how we update
Jordan just
message
burped,
much more streamlined this time around. So we're all very excited about, you know, getting this out in the wild and having those conversations with the community.
Yep, exactly.
And the next question, this is a big one. This is a big one in this genre.
Yeah, the last time.
Oh yeah, you got some yapping to do, mister. All right, this comes from DeathCube K318. How do you plan to combat the threat of bully squads in this game? Bully squads, Jordan. People love them. How are we stopping them? How are we shutting them down?
You know, it's a fun one, because, you know, this the challenging part about building a sandbox is, like, there's not a wrong way to play it. Like, you can't tell people, especially people that are playing online, no, you can't play this way. It's all got to work. So I took this one on myself very early on as we were designing the combat systems, as we were designing the character status effect systems and ability systems. There's an emphasis on understanding the, like, solidity and the pacing, as well as the countermeasures that we need to be able to have in place to be able to give the players the opportunity to go all out and not restrict them from doing anything, but allowing Michael to rise to the occasion, quite literally in some circumstances. But the bullying thing is there's just, it's an unavoidable thing, but through our general infrastructure that we built of the game itself, the design practices we put in place around the game mode itself, implementation of NPCs, there are situations where there's a lot of NPCs that can exist. Like, you can get cops and you can get people to follow you. So there was always going to be the fact that there's a lot to carve through for Michael, and in some circumstances a lot in one place. So we made sure that he was given abilities that counteract that. You know, reality tear was a big part of it. It's a very easy get out of jail free type of situation, but we also have certain measures that are in place around pacing out the downing. Like, I know we have bloodthirst that kind of gives him the strength over time, but when we're talking about people that are, like, you know, in this game, they're going to be trying to detain him, we need to make sure that's a little bit more difficult than just it being a thing that you can do. It's got to have those steps of knocking him down so many times and making sure you have an authority figure, whether that cop be a cop or Loomis, and then having to play a mini game in order to get him before he gets back up. There's layers there that happen. So making sure that's difficult to access,
A
relies on a very
minigame?
favorable RNG.
Remind you of something?
What you're gathering, perks that you're getting. There's moments that'll open up and be possible, but we really want to deter that early on. When you're trying it, it's a risky proposition. Michael needs to be powerful in this game, and I'm excited to see the balance come out, because death and losing to and dying is just part of the process here. Like, Michael Myers is just he's so strong. Like,
Exactly.
that
Who
is
cares?
an important aspect of truly fearing him. So all of these pieces that I've kind of described, as well as just a more robust
Jaeger.
combat system, the different melee things that we have in place to
Choose fight.
pace out and detect connections and make sure that we're pacing out some of the stunning and crowd control elements. There's a lot of things that need to kind of dissipate when you're constantly trying to smack against them versus getting them down and then fleeing. That's the right thing to do. If you try and stick around, the idea is that you're done for. So that's what we're going to lean into, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure all these numbers are in the right place, and people are going to try really hard to go against it. And of course, just because it's that type of experience, but I want to. I feel confident that we're ready to make this a lot more nuanced in how it's being done, and give Michael the power he deserves, so that he doesn't feel like he's worried to go against people. Like, that should never be the thing. A killer in this should be, Michael Myers should be powerful and know that if I'm approaching this and I'm doing the right things, I'm going to get them. If they try and come and group up and attack me, I'm going to have things at my disposal to combat that and make sure I can take care of them or move on, go elsewhere, and clean up the rest of the objectives while they're screwing around. So I've taken this one on as something I really want to push on and get into a good feeling place, and then be very, very focused on catching anything post launch, and making sure that we're aligning the balance of this entire game, as well as this specific aspect, to really embody a terrifying, powerful, and just ruthless Michael Myers.
Yeah, we want to ensure that Michael stays scary. And in a lot of our playtests, you can tell who's playing Michael a bit more, because it starts to get really scary when they hone in on that kit and they start leveraging all of his different abilities and setting up these moments and putting pressure, and then using other abilities to get themselves out of sticky situations. There's a lot of tools at Michael's disposal to make sure that he's unpredictable and he's scary and he's powerful. And yeah, we are very aware of the kind of
Proximity
previous
chat.
history with bully
Please
squads,
answer the
and,
question.
I think people are going to be pretty excited about Michael's kit.
Yep.
Jordan, we have one more question.
Are you
for
kidding me?
Today's stream before we get on out of here. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who hung out live on twitch.tv/Ilphonic, everyone who submitted their questions. Again,
You
everyone's just
answered
been sharing all
4
this energy and
questions?
excitement for this game, because I think our team is very excited about what we're working on, and we need to get
You can't
to
call
work
it
on getting this thing ready to rock.
All right. I'm going to calm down.
Do
I'm
you
going to
have
calm
any
down.
parting words with our community before we run this last question?
Excited for this last one. I mean, yeah, I've kind of touched on everything, but I'm excited. We're heads down over here, really doing everything we can to make sure that what launches is going to be just a really fun experience on so many different levels, and give people a lot to explore and try to understand and unpack. There's so much. It's tough to cover it all, and I know it sounds like we're kind of running around on different things, but there's a lot here to process that will be just. I'm so excited for seeing people actually interacting, hearing the prox chat go off, like hearing people just have fun killing each other. It's just
Prox chat! They just confirmed it!
I can't put words to kind of how that's going to feel when we finally get there. So I'm excited.
You heard it!
Yes,
And thank you
I see a
everyone
lot
for seeing that the type of gameplay we're building and getting excited.
Let's
and knowing the things
go!
that we're going to be able to do and the things you will be able to do in this game. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, and as Jordan touched on, I see some people in the chat asking about this. Yes, proximity chat will be in this game. We're very excited about this implementation. We know it's a fan favorite feature. So
Yes.
And now, Jordan, our final question comes from Snow S54.
Oh,
And they ask, will Michael Myers be able to drive cars / vehicles in Halloween the game? And for this one, we are just going to let the clip do the talking for us.
oh, you fucking
Take
bastard.
care, everyone. Have a good
Let's go.
afternoon,
Finish
and
it off
we'll,
with a
we'll catch you
clip.
next time.
Goodbye.
Yo, shut the fuck up, dude. Oh! Yo! Chat, we are gonna be driving fucking cars. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. 4 questions is wild. They technically answered 5 with proximity chat being a little throwaway tease that yes, prox chat is confirmed. Holy shit. Okay, chat, we have a lot to break down. First off, okay. So, once again, the big news from all of this, we have confirmation of an in-game currency and an in-game store for purchasable cosmetics, executions, banner cards, icons. You can now, in the meta unlocks, you can progress through the story mode and unlock extra cosmetics, again, skins, executions, as well through the challenge system that will be in the single player story mode. On top of that, you also now have access to what they call profile icons and profile banners, kind of similar to equipping a title card and an emblem in Call of Duty. In that sense, if you guys have played Call of Duty, Josephina, from the corner of my eye, I thought it said I'm squirting. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. My cam bigger. Yes. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Yo, dude. Fuck. Okay. Yo, stop it right now. Stop it. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Water gun. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. Don't she? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yes, confirmation on all that. Proximity chat was just confirmed. Michael Myers can drive vehicles, just confirmed. Also, the big one is the meta game. Yes, there will be a perk system. And actually, the biggest one of all is replayability. We already knew that single player is 6 missions long. We thought it was going to be a quick, maybe 2 to 4 hour campaign. It seems to be quite short, 6 missions. However, there is multiple challenges throughout these missions to where you have to kill somebody in a certain type of way, and then you will replay that mission and do it another way. There's going to be a list of challenges kind of similar to Killer Clowns, and we're going to be able to do that. The biggest news of all, chat, is replayability and multiplayer. As you know, we get bored. Not me. I never get bored. I'm still playing fucking TCM. But people get bored quickly, right? And that's why Call of Duty was so successful, because of the prestige system, okay? There is essentially a prestige system coming to each character, allowing you to progress and unlock certain titles, certain cosmetics, certain emblems, etc. for each character, to display your love for that character and your grind for that character. You got to remember, it's not just Michael and not just Laurie. There's 12 playable characters on launch for civilians. That means 12 different people you have to rank up. This isn't like TCM where it was one account level. Okay? It is all of it. Big time fucking news revealed, dude. Huge. So fucking stoked, so happy that we get to grind, dude. That's what we want, right? We want a little pretty Ricky. If you know, you know. All right? Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go. Oh my God, bro. Big fucking news. Chat, what do you think, man? You guys ready? You guys fucking ready or what, dude? Play some Bubba since you're on? You're crazy. Celebrate by playing TCM. Oh my God. Chat. Lock in, all right? Lock in. Steam. I'm going to be screaming from the jump scares. Oh, that's the other huge fucking news. Shape slip? Chat. You know I'm about to make the craziest. They say, oh, it's going to be casual. You know I'm about to make the craziest builds for this fucking game. If you haven't liked or subbed to the YouTube channel yet, fucking do it right now, dude. Ask anybody in my community what we've cooked up for Evil Dead, what we cooked up for TCM. It is almost 4 years of making meta builds for asymmetrical horror games. Almost 4 years now, okay? This will be the next big thing for this channel, this game. It confirmed everything we needed to know today, okay? Besides the 5 questions they answered, and obviously my questions about Steam. Let me ask you, I'll show you guys a couple of the questions I had ready that I submitted. Metagame, will Halloween have exclusive perk system and meta builds for survivors? Steam items, aka trading cards, obviously achievements, but trading cards and profiles. If you go to the point shop chat on Steam, you get points balances when you purchase video games, DLCs, in-game currencies through Steam. There are Steam game profiles that you can pimp out your Steam profile on. For example, Dead by Daylight has one. If we're going to kind of keep in that horror game feel, DVD actually has 2, and you could purchase it like this, and you could turn your profile into the DVD active. Like this one's actually really cool. I can't lie. But that's what we're wanting to know about Halloween. Will Halloween have their own game profile for Steam as far as point shop purchases? I sure hope so, because I got my fucking shit banked up, chat. Look how many points I got banked right now. Okay. But yeah, that's that, man. It's just big time stuff. Hopefully, again, we get it. You guys got to understand, from September 4th through the 14th, I have paid time off from work, and I will be grinding 8 hours plus per day, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, creating meta builds, perfecting the single player horror story mode, just so we can get that right and just get everything perfect. We're going to be in a mix of Michael Online, mix of civilian, and we're going to try. And again, my goal is to make everybody better at this game. And I don't want to hear this casual bullshit. Okay? I don't want to hear this casual bullshit. I want to hear competitive gameplay. All right? 24-hour stream day 1, facts. 100% happening. Full cosplay. Okay? This better be it, man. Took a vacation for it. I'm hyped. Rejuvenated Mike TV. Shit, we both take vacations the same day. Drip top. Literally, drip god. Can't wait myself. I'm not comp. It's cool. It's cool. Listen, you guys can play casual. I'm just saying don't make it casual like Killer Clowns, please. For the love of God, let us have a little bit of competitiveness. Like, you know, in COD, I keep bringing back COD. COD has these Dark Ops challenges, and like they're fucking super hard to unlock, super difficult stuff. Like a card for getting 50 nukes. You can't get that by being a casual. We need those title cards and those banner icons and player emblems that they mentioned in the metagame here on metagame unlocks. We need ones that are fucking insane, right? We need ones that are like, get an 8K, kill all civilians plus NPCs 50 times in a match. Shit like that. That's what we need to separate us from the Josephinas. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Damn. Come on, baby. Let's lock in, dude. That was a W. That was a W. I can't believe Prox Chat's here, chat. Prox Chat is here. It is going to be the most filthy, chat, I'm going to be fucking, I'm going to be pulling up with Michael Myers jump scare with this shit, dude. I'll be like pulling up to the houses, be like, yo, civilians, what it do? It's your boy Mikey in the business. Hey, we in this bitch. Ha. I'm gonna kill you. I'm coming inside right now, baby girl. You better fucking hide. Hey, listen up. It's about to happen. You better quit yapping, cause you know I'm about to spit a million flows and I be at the club fucking all these hoes. Listen, I don't know nothing. Okay? It's happening, chat. We got, yo. Woo! Prox chatting this bitch. Coming inside. Facts. And if you're lucky, Josephina will squirt on you. Okay. Yo, I'm so amped. Prox chat confirmed, man. That's crazy work. I got 1 million flows. All right, y'all. Oh my God, dude. Whew. Okay. Play some Bubba? Y'all really want me to play TCM right now? Are y'all crazy? Y'all know it's 4:30. Oh my God. Why don't they stream on YouTube, dude? Do you think that they would be fucking, what do you call it? Double dipping, you know what I mean? Multi-streaming. Because Twitch just caps you at 1080p. I am so happy. Yo, what up, Nick Nasty Nation in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Nick Nasty. I am so happy that the capture card thing was resolved. We had 0 lag today, right, chat? Can I get confirmation on 0 lag? Nick, you heard? Prox chat confirmed. The fattest of dubs. The progression system is the biggest scenario for me. The metagame perks, builds, random perks are back, by the way. Miles kind of skipped over it a little bit, but they mentioned that that there will be a perk roll system, just like in Friday the 13th. This game is a home run. Facts. Outside of the non-competitive shit, we're going to find a way to make it competitive, chat. We are going to be those people. We will be those people. We are going to find a fucking way. Bro got a free Prime sub? Hold up. Who said that? Ladies and gentlemen, we back with the rhymes again. Not only is it a fat W. holla at me. It's your boy, Wheezy F Mamba. F Mamba. F Mamba. Listen, to me, I have to be competitive no matter what I do. I can have fun, but it's my nature to make the meta builds. We're gonna have to cook something up, man. Facts. Fucking fact, chat. Y'all have fun with that? With what? This game? Motherfucker, you know if Alphonic sends me a code, I'm sending you a code. Come on, man. But yeah, Nick, proc chat is huge, but also remember, they mentioned progression is specific to each character. It's not it's not an account level. It is a character level, which is, again, replayability just shot from a few weeks to a few years, or at least a few months until they add more characters. You're not gonna be. I hope the grind is disgusting. Okay, kind of like Rivals grind. Yo, Marvel Rivals even their grind is fucking too much, dude. That's facts. Okay, but yeah, I'm just amped, dude, because we're gonna have basically prestige. We're gonna have like prestige emblems and symbols for each character, dude. That's so dope. Jaeger doesn't want to scream like a girl on procs. Oh my god, chat, this whole stream's getting demonetized, by the way. That's a fact. Yo. Yawn. I wouldn't be playing Victim anyway. No, you want to play Michael. That's fine. Play Mikey. I was pumped for the perk system. Let's go, dude. Me too. Same, bro. To me, it's really beneficial to not make it to where it's just like they were shells and these characters were just skins. Hopefully there's exclusive random perks. Like, for example, this can only be used on Lori. Lori has her own unique perk, right? That nobody else can use. Bob has his own unique perk. Eric has his own. That will be so dope. That'll be so dope. Remember, chat, September 4th, 9 a.m., we're going live. I have September 4th, 5th, 6th. Hold up. September 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and the 15th off, bitch! Woo! Okay, we are going to be streaming like we have never streamed before. So much. And by the way, it's all paid. It's all fucking paid. PTO, baby. I've been saving and saving my PTO for Halloween the game and for you guys. I'm so amped. 6-7. Come on, man. 52 days, chat. 52 days until Halloween the game. And listen. We're super close to football season as well. We are going to be killing it, man. I'm so amped. All right. You guys want me to play, TCM? TCM of all games, chat? Not DVD Michael Myers, where I can rage quit? You want TCM? Yo, we'll give you a game. We'll give you a match or two. Okay? Come on, man. Come on, man. Paid and getting laid. September 11th is Mrs. Mamba and I's wedding anniversary. So September 11th will, like I said, probably be the least amount of time that we play that day. Mr. Rivera with the 2 gems. Cook with no security pins challenge. Chat, I don't even have a build made without security pins. One build. Yes, 9/11. Yes, rest in peace. It's our anniversary. I don't even have any perks ranked up besides the 3. So what the fuck you talking about, man? Ain't no way. Somebody said Bubba and heels. Facts. Hey, this way, my people will never forget our anniversary. No perk challenge? Yo, this is the time to do it, chat. This is the time to do it. You want the no perk challenge on Bubba? Do I still get my... I still get this. I still get attribute points and the MAME, because you have to. No perk challenge, Leatherface. Let's go. No perk have an ass. Let's fucking go, boys. The NPC, no perk challenge. Halloween stream was lit. Rock Paladin, what's good, man? Josephina in the building. And it's Graveyard. It's the perfect map to do it on. TTV Jace Miller 2413. Listen. Yo, Jace Miller. You better kick a freestyle right now. You want me to follow your Twitch? I better hear the hardest bars you've ever spit. Okay? I got 10 dicks and 6 clits. Okay? Come on. That's it. No words? You ain't gonna spit? Oh my God. You crazy, man. Halloween stream was lit, boys. 10 dicks, 6 clits. Aha. Let's go. All right, baby girl. Chat, no perk challenge. I don't have scout. Oh, fuck. I don't have scout. I'm so slow. I'm stuck. Hello, baby girl. Okay. Fuck this challenge! What? Leland's up. This is the worst. Oh my God! Why the fuck did she quit? Tommy's in. What the fuck, man? How? Literally, how does someone escape? You were over there! Oh, never again. Never again. You're out of your mind if you ever think I will not run Scout. By the way, the sissy quit. That was the fucking Twitch streamer who left us high and dry, chat. How How could you? A Mankind mod? No. This is TCM 4.
The man believed to be
TCM 4 Next Generation.
Texas is finally
She had trash teammates. Facts.
Authorities followed a tip that led them to a deserted
Noticeable.
hotel
15%, right, Rod?
They caught the man in the act of
Crazy how slow you are on that map. And
Kelsey.
since I'm so used to the adjustments of Scout on Bubba, I was running into every fucking wall in that basement.
Connections to the murders that have plagued the eastern part of the state since last
It was harder to control him slower, which is crazy to me.
farming communities of central Texas, as 2 more were reported just last evening. Cows were discovered with the throat slit and
Skin mod was WWF Mankind. I know who Mankind is. No, you're good. It's just TCM 4.
as the mutilations appear to have been committed at the same time.
Mankind.
Department
Mr.
advises all
Sacco.
ranchers to patrol their property, heavily armed, and report any suspicious activity. Local farmer Devereaux Latique told local reporters that he believes it is the work of, quote, devil worshippers. Authorities have not yet responded for comment on that claim. The brutal attack on 3 female college students in Pflugerville, Texas last year is back in the public spotlight.
Let's go. Come on. Damn, somebody quit.
Demanding answers from Texas state officials on one.
How you been? I prefer your stream times around this time. I can actually watch. Unfortunately, yeah, this is a one-off because of the Halloween stream. About when Halloween week drops, 100%. Both my fucking killers just quit, chat. Both of them. Both of them. Wow. Slaughterhouse. He tried to and he still missed. He still missed. He missed everything there. How the fuck do we not have victim players? Oh hell no, dude. Oh hell no, dude. Yo. Connie in a washing machine? Facts. Chat. Now we do. Now we do it. Okay? Now we do the no perk challenge. All these babies plus my map. I'm gonna be so fucking slow again, chat. I'm gonna hate it. Imagine trying to bully and sweat your dick off when 2 teammates already quit. That's crazy work. What a W stream. Yo, that was so fun. Just learning all that information, getting the confirmation of how Halloween the game is going to be a home run, like Firebird was saying. It's going to be a home run. Silent Hill F from your Steam wish list is officially on sale. $50% off, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Okay, okay. Chat, the wish list has been updated. The top 4 games, the top 5, the top 6 games I need to play. Okay? I need to play them. The fuck is taking these fucks so long, dude? Let's go.
A woman has been arrested for the
No
attempted
perk
murder
challenge
of
against a
local
bunch of
bar
babies.
magnates, the Borins, with the intention of stealing their fortune. Brianna
No
Rose,
rough cut.
43, was hired
No
as a
scout.
cook months ago.
No DT.
Kid Borin was hospitalized
RH.
earlier this week when a rare poison was discovered in his system. This led to Rose's arrest. Despite recommendations, the Borins began to suspect Ms. Rose wasn't who she claimed she was, but efforts
What up, hoes? You might want to move. No fucking way that she got out of that. Meet her on the other side. Meet her on the other side. What? Where the fuck did Connie go? Where's this motherfucker at? Where's this motherfucker at? Bum, bum, bum. $375. Gold room? There you are. There you are, motherfucker. Okay. You don't get to do that twice, buddy. Never again, chat. Way too slow. Yo. Holy shit, that's terrible. Terrible. All right, final match. Final match. I gotta go do some other shit. AKA play some. I gotta upload that video first off, and then second off, I gotta play some Detroit Become Human. Detroit Become Human. That is the plan, Stan. Let's go. Should I re-up my question on X? To fucking, to Miles? Right now? Let's repost this one. Hope, hope, hope.
Residents of Marfa, Texas say the phenomenon, simply known as the Marfa ghost lights, are occurring at an astounding rate over the last few months. Witnesses report seeing white, blue, and red orbs of light dangle and dance above the Chinani Mountains for several minutes before quickly disappearing into the blackness of the Chihuahua Desert. Although the lights have been visible for over 100 years, their origin remains a mystery.
Got him. Yeah, I gotta record another video, dude. For real, for real. Fucking God palette. Connie, what are you doing, baby girl? Show me the boots. $250, $300. He's climbing ladder, garage ladder right now. We go for it. Should've gone for the hole! You're in big trouble. See you later. Let's go. Bushes? No bushes? So much fucking better with Scout. Holy shit. Points are good. We're chilling.
Around here somewhere.
These boxes close. Thought I saw his ass. Well bug. Fucking well bug, man. Damn it. He went up. He's gonna cross right here. Damn it. $700. $800. 100 points. Sherrod. GG's. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there's a few Bubba matches to finish off the stream. Like I said, I've got a bunch of shit that we need to do. I need to go ahead and record the Halloween video, as you guys know. We got some big time news to share and showcase. So, yeah, big stuff. In fact, they just posted on X a bunch of times. So we could take a look here too, to kind of give, I think the highlights Right here, character customization, midst fall weather, single player challenges. They also, again, there's so many things that we're gonna just go over and confirm in the video. So I appreciate
One
that,
for the
man.
road and over 30 likes. Hell yay.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the love and support as always to everybody here. Another awesome afternoon stream. Again, pretty random because again of the Halloween dev stream. We're not going to be live till Sunday unless somebody else does another dev stream. Looking at you, Saber. But yeah, much love and appreciation. Thanks again for all the fan funding today. It was insane. Let's take a peek. We had so many different donations of those jewels. Firebird with 2 $5 super chats. Lex with a 5. We got over 30 likes on the stream, which is great. ASIM multiplayer wins the mode that you guys are most excited for. We're here, chat. We're here. We're ready. So much love. We'll see you guys next time. Okay. Love you. Peace out. Peace out.
Yeah. Black Zeus, you know what I'm saying? BBG.